Yes children, we will learn how to find out inverse of a matrix using elementary transformations. Before starting that, we will see what is elementary transformation. So there are two types of elementary transformation. One is row transformation, another is column transformation. And both are same. Both transformations are exactly same. So let us see what are row transformations and what are column transformation. So row transformation. So first transformation is we can interchange any two rows. That means Ri can be interchanged with Rj. Now what it means? Ri can be changed with Rj. Let us see this matrix. 2, 4, 3, 6, 3, 7. Let us take 3, 7. Now here we have two rows, R1 and R2. Now we can interchange these two rows. R2 can be changed with R1 and R1 can be placed at R2. Now this becomes 3, 7, 2, 4. So this is the way how we can interchange two rows. So the first row transformation is Ri can be interchanged with Rj. Now second one, we can multiply any row by any scalar k, and that row can be changed as Kri. Now what it means? You see this matrix. Now in this matrix, let us take this first row. We can multiply this row by any number. Let us take that number is 2. So we can change it as 2R1. Now after applying this transformation, this matrix becomes, you multiply this row by 2. Now this becomes 2 3s are 6, 2 7s are 14, and the second row remains as it is. So we have multiplied. Now we got this matrix. So this is what we can multiply any row by any number, any scalar. We can multiply it by another like R2. Suppose we multiply it by -3. So we replace this row by -3 R2. Now if we multiply this row by -3, now this row becomes 6, 14, and the second row becomes -6 and -12. Now this is what matrix comes out to. Okay, so this is second row transformation. Now third one, we can replace any row by adding some scalar multiple of other row in that particular row. That means Ri can be replaced as Ri plus K times Rj. Now this K can be positive or negative. Now let us see what is it. Suppose this is matrix here. 3, 7, 2, 4. And this is row 1. This is row 2. Now we can replace this row 1 as row 1 plus, suppose we have to multiply it by 3. So we write it as 3 row 2. So we can replace this row 1 as row 1 plus 3 times row 2. Now this row 1 becomes, multiply this second row by 3. It is 3 to the 6. So add 3 to the 6 in this 3. So it becomes 9. Similarly here, multiply this 4 by 3. 4 3s are 12. So add that 12 in this 7. So it becomes 12 plus 7, 19. Now you write this row as it is because we are not replacing this row. So it is 2 and 4. So this is what new matrix is. Okay. So in this way we can apply these 3 row transformation, and same are in columns also. We have same transformation in column also. Now what will be the transformation in column? Column transformations. So first one is any two columns can be interchanged. same as in row. Second one is any column can be replaced by some scalar multiple of it. And third one, again Ci can be replaced as Ci plus k times Cj. So the same three row transformation can be applied in column also. So here we have these transformations. Okay, so these are row column transformation. Now we can use these row column transformation in finding out inverse of a matrix. Now let us see how we can find inverse of a matrix. One thing which is very important is either we apply row transformation or column transformation. We cannot apply both at the same time. So we have to use either row transformation or column transformation. So remember this thing. Don't get confused that at some step we apply row and the second step we apply column. So don't do that one, otherwise your answer